Okay, this little 2-minute session is on the distributive property. Well, basically, a lot of you know the way to multiply out two binomials is to use FOIL. And I'll give you an example. If I were to want to multiply that out, I'm using first, outside, inside, last. It's a way of doing the distributive property that a lot of people are familiar with. So the first would be this and this being multiplied, and that would be 2x squared. I call that the F for FOIL, O, I, and L. The outside ones are these two. 7 times 2x would be 14x. The inside one would be these two, and that would be 1 times x is x. And the last would be 1 times 7, which would be 7. So there's my answer. I just had to multiply the firsts, the outside ones, which were these two, the inside ones, which were these two, and then the lasts, which would be this one and this one. Now, it's not quite done yet because it's not actually all put together. These can go together because they're like terms. The final answer would be 2x squared plus 15x plus 7. 2x squared plus 15x plus 7. All right, that's an example of using the distributive property to multiply out two binomials. All right, let's say we had it like this, x plus 3 quantity squared. So often people forget that that really means x plus 3 times itself. So we have to use that FOIL technique to multiply it out. People will think that you should just go x squared and 3 squared, x squared plus 9. And that's not right. You can't do it that way. It's a really common trap that people fall into. So if I take x plus 3 quantity squared, I should do this, and then first, outside, inside, last. The first was this and this, x squared. The outside would be 3x, inside would be 3x. 3x plus 3x makes 6x. And the last would be 3 times 3 makes 9. So x squared plus 6x plus 9 would be the answer for that one. And again, people would have thought it was x squared and 3 squared, and they would have forgot the middle part. All right, there's some tips for distributive.